ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Botcast, your weekly Transformers Earthwars show that also includes everything Transformers. I'm your host, the Frankster, here with my co-host,
The Arrow, DJ Hart.
And we are ready to talk about all kinds of goodies, including our main topic this week about 5-star combiners. But before we get into that, we're going to recap the previous week. So, DJ, how did the previous week go for you? How did the event go?
The event went well. So it was a 500,000 point Alliance Totalizer. Lots of good prizes on the line. Magnaboss was released. The prize to be had was a 4-star Magnaboss crystal that gave you a guaranteed Magnaboss bot. Beast Wars, Ironhide, Silverbolt, and Prowl. Now, I already had 4-star Prowl and Silverbolt. I needed Ironhide to complete 4-star Magnaboss. And lo and behold, as does happen once in the bluest of blue moons, fate smiled upon me and I got that 4-star Ironhide. That's how I opened my Crystal Kraken. So I got 4-star Magnaboss. 300,000 Combiner Spark was also offered up in the event, which gave me just enough spark to get my Omega Supreme leveled up to level 25. So now I've got what I need to max him out. And then I got a couple other new bots too. I got a new 4-star Snapdragon, and I got enough 5-star shards from this event that I am ready to crack my next 5-star crystal. I'm just waiting for the next batch to come out and see what it is.
Very nice. I also completed the bots I needed for 4-star Magnaboss, which that's my first 4-star combiner.
I was about to say, yeah.
I was losing my mind because I needed just Silverbolt. And I was like, it's a 1 in 3 chance. It could happen. I cracked the crystal. I'm like, yes. Like, that's insane that we both managed that. Like a 1 in 3 chance, and we both nailed it.
Yeah, and there were plenty of people on Facebook and on Discord posting pictures of their dupe, and they were so mad. And some of them, it was the only 4-star that they had already had. So they had a 2 in 3 chance of getting a new one, and they ended up with a dupe of the one they already had. They were so mad, and I don't blame them.
No, that sucks. I feel that's so bad.
Yeah.
I also got 4-star Laser Optimus, which was crazy because getting him originally, even as a 2-star, took me forever.
Yeah, he was the last 2-star I got. It was a pain back in the day.
Yeah, he was. I now have every version of him, which is cool. So gonna level him up, try him out, see what he's got to offer. Also, I made Officer in my alliance finally. So
congratulations. So
thanks,
Frankie's calling the shots now.
Well, not really calling the shots. I'm like underneath the guy calling the shots, but I have some authority.
You're calling the shots he doesn't want to call. That's what, because I'm an officer in my alliance as well, Cybercore Alpha, and my role is primarily during weekend events, just kind of reiterating what the Alliance Totalizer is and how many points we each need to score to complete the event, and then just encouraging people throughout the weekend. That's kind of what I do.
Yeah.
When it comes to wars, well, I participate, but I make no effort to. I don't emphasize it as much as some people do.
See, I try to encourage in everything. I'm like the war we're doing today. I was like, come on, people, this we're down to a bronze war because we lost the last one. I'm like, we can do this easy one.
And I was still part of Sigma. I was still part of your alliance at the start of the week. Because I was helping you guys get some more points after my alliance completed it. I forgot to go back to my alliance. I just went to sleep. So I woke up and there was a war, and I was like, okay, we're at war. And then I did the first battle, and then I looked up and I see Cybercore Sigma in the top left corner. I was like, wait, whoops. Oh, well, I guess I'll help them finish this war before I go home. So I knocked out the first 2 or 3 bases for you guys.
Yeah.
My wife just started yelling at the dog. I don't want to know what's going on out there. So I don't know how the war went, but
yeah. Well, I did the second base, but it took me 2 tries, so I didn't get the maximum amount of points. And the third base, I could not get. I gave it a college try, but
yeah.
Like, Silver War is hard for me. I only have one team anyway. Like, if I throw all my strongest spots together, I only have one team that can even do anything in a silver League War. So
Yeah, because a lot of those bases are already levels like HQ 16 or 17, so they're
now,
pretty
once
maxed.
Magnavox gets leveled up, that may be a different story because a 4-star combiner will definitely be better than all my 3-stars that can't do anything.
Yeah, because
It,
not only will you have his 4-star ability, you'll now have a combiner that can go beyond level 10.
yes, level 20. All right, now it is time to go over the news. So, DJ, I will throw that to you and let you do what it is you do.
All right, I'll do what it is I do, and what I do is the news. All right, so some things changed this saga. So first of all, the leaderboard event is no longer going to be a leaderboard event. It's going to be an alliance totalizer with prestigious, 100 prestigious, 1 million points. So that gives everybody a fair shot at the new bots. And they did that because Christmas is coming up, and leaderboards are usually big spenders, and they don't want people doing that around Christmas time. So this upcoming leader alliance totalizer is going to be 500,005 points. G metal core chip, power core chip, 4-star shards, 3-star shards, 100,000 spark, combiner spark, and combat spark. Super XP, as has been the usual. Normal battle zones. Here's how the points and the prizes break down. Pretty nice. Looking forward to all of that. Alrighty, and then some information about the bundles coming up. So this is what the bundles are going to look like over the weekend going into next week. We have a broadside bundle, stripes bundle. I'll skip that. And an attack and XP core bundle. They're not great. They need some work. Fenton, shush. Sorry, my dog is whining. He wants to be let out, even though I need to hide him in here for now. And then all right, so in the community corner, we got some of the players submitting their artwork as usual, and this guy submitted something that just looks awesome. It looks like a blacked out broadside almost, but the color coordination almost looks like Optimus Primal. So like maybe this is Primal when he's not monkey mode or something, like when he's just Cybertronian. I don't know. It looks awesome. And then we have some awesome artwork of Blaster, Soundwave. One of the Constructicons, I'm not sure which one that is. I think it might be Mixmaster. Starscream, Prowl, and Hot Rod. And then we have somebody's Transformers collection in what looks like top shelf of their closet. That's a lot of Transformers. And now we get into our new combat bots, Roadburner and Power Punch. Now, we don't know anything about their abilities officially, but Sunstreaker Walls did mention in his stream yesterday that they are similar to Bomb Shock and Red Heat, in that they are companion bots, and it's basically like them, but sort of an upgraded version. So looking forward to that. And then the new bots have been announced, Rotor Storm and Spinster. Now looking at their robot and vehicle forms, you can see that they are helicopters, and typically when we have helicopter bots in the game, they are either aerial bots or gunners. Now the last one we got was an aerial bot in the form of blades. So I would be willing to bet that these guys are going to be gunners, because I can't remember the last time we got a new gunner in the game. So, but they look really good, and looking forward to seeing what their abilities are. And then here's our saga. So far we are in week 3. It's a 500k event. Next week will be an alliance or an individual totalizer, 30,000 points to complete it. Prime core shards on the line. The week after that will be the new bot, and it'll be a 100 prestiged event to get the new bot. So that's in 2 weeks' time. And then they talk about a couple of bug fixes to do with Titans, and that's pretty much it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the news.
Very nice.
Oh. So
I do like the fact that the leaderboard, because it was going to be the week of Christmas,
it was.
And that would have been rough. So
yeah.
If anything, either move it or do like they did and just make it a different kind of event. I do like that. It does suck for not getting a leaderboard, but at the same time, it's like it does make sense.
Right, and I'm okay with the event as it's going to be, because most people have a better shot at getting the 3-star bot from a chanced event rather than a leaderboard anyway. So I think this will give everybody a better shot at least a 3-star bot. So and a fair shot at the 4-star bot too, which they have even less of a shot of in the leaderboards, because the only people who get 4 stars are, your top-notch alliances. Usually starts with 1 prime and then trickles down. So,
Yeah.
I mean, in the Cybercore family of alliances, we have shots to bid for the leaderboard in Cybercore Titans, but yeah,
I'm dog issue.
I'm having dog issues myself. So, and we can get into the top 50 if everybody does like they're supposed to do. But once in a while, we're stuck with top 100, which is fine. Top 100 is still a good place to be. We're guaranteed a 3-star bot, but top 50 is prestigious.
How much do you require to score in the one that gets in the top 50? Like, what do you have to bid to get in that one?
When we first started doing it, it was like I was bidding like 20, 25K and I was getting in. But of course, it's been a long time. We've upped the ante. I now would not bid anything less than 30, but there are people who do bid less.
Got you.
So we will see.
I was just curious. I never heard what the limit is to get into that one.
There's not a minimum bid. It's just bid what you think you'll be able to do, and they'll take the highest bids. You know, / the people who proved reliable the last time.
Yeah, it's another year, and I'll be able to score about what you're scoring, 30K a weekend.
Hopefully, I'll be able to do better than that, because my A squad is on their way to level 60. They have almost all of them have max level abilities, and every time we get a 5-star bot that is basically for my A squad, I swap them out. So hopefully, and as the A squad gets stronger, the bots I take out of it and to be replaced get filtered out into the B and C squads, and thus they get stronger. So hopefully I'll be doing, 35, 40 easy, in the near future without having to buy bundles.
Yeah. Like I said, if I'm really on it, like waking up early and stuff, I can do 25K, but I usually do about 22, 23 just with my normal routine. So
I have to get up at the crack of the event to start the moment it starts. I have to grind all day long, never let the counter hit 50. I can only sleep, I can take a break from it for maybe 6 hours, I'm usually grinding until about midnight, get up, and then get up about 5, 6 in the morning and start grinding it again. I have to do that all weekend long. It's the only way I get to 30, 35K without buying a bundle or something like that. So, anyway. All right, so now that we've touched on the news, let's go ahead and take a look at our mailbag.
Mailbag time. We hear from our adoring fans.
All righty, so our first comment comes from... I got the wrong mouse in my hand. 2 computers... All right, our first comment comes from Bossman6774. He says that Ghostbusters Afterlife was amazing. No complaints about this movie whatsoever. The nods to the original movie were perfect. The mid-credit scene was hilarious, and the post-credit scene left me wanting more. So he agreed with us. Bossman, you are welcome at the theater with me anytime.
Yes, he's right. That movie was great, and that mid-credit scene was hilarious.
It was great.
Because it had one character, like, even in the end of the movie, I'm like, where are they at? Like, where's this character? And then boom, and
there they are.
It was a brief scene, but it was hilarious at the same time.
Yeah, 30-plus years later, Venkman's finally getting what he had coming to him.
Yeah.
All right, our second comment comes from Mr. John J. Pollock. He says, he actually gave us an idea for the mailbag segment.
Oh, nice.
Yep, so he says you can call the mailbag segment Incoming Transmissions and use a Soundwave soundbite.
That's not bad.
It's not, and I know where we can get a soundbite too. So that is definitely one that we will take under advisement.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for that.
Thank you very much. He also commented, this was directed at you. He said your audio was low volume. No, the previous one you were low volume, and this week it was kind of going in and out. Now, John, that's my fault. I'm the one who does the editing for the video before it gets posted. The previous video, I just ran out of time, and I didn't have time to go through the sound, so I just had to finalize it and get it out there as soon as I could. The last one, I didn't detect any variation, because I adjusted the volume on recording to be as loud as he could be so that we would be even without me having to make constant adjustments. And I thought it sounded pretty good. I rewatched it several times, and I still think it sounds okay. But let me know if there's any particular points where you hear one of our sounds dipping down, and I'll take a look at it. But thank you for that. We appreciate it. And then the last comment comes from, this is a new guy commenting, three-piece Chevy. Three-piece Chevy. So I guess he's a Chevrolet guy.
I don't mind it.
And he says, Space Ape should make you guys official content creators. That is a compliment. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate that.
Yeah, I would be okay with that. I would not complain.
Kudos to your name, by the way. I'm a Chevrolet man myself. So, I haven't brought John.
I'm more a Toyota guy.
Yeah, I know you are. You and your 87 Camry. So.
39 miles a gallon, man. For gas prices right now, that's no joke.
Nah, no kidding. Hey, it went down 10 cents in Charlotte. It was $3.19. Now it's $3.09.
Yeah, well, the gas station at my house has stayed like sky high. They're always the last to go down, but the first to go up because it's in the middle of the country and they have no competition.
Yeah, so he does whatever he wants, basically.
Yeah.
So, but that, ladies and gentlemen, is the mailbag.
All right, that means it is time for our main topic, which was this one was yours. You picked this one. 5-star combiners. Should they be in the game?
Oh, well, I have my thoughts. I mean, it was my idea. But what do you think, first of all?
Well, I'm torn because all the combiners being 5 stars would be awesome. My only cause to pause is that if you make all of them 5 stars, Omega Supreme loses the one thing that makes him special and different from the regular combiners. Because he's not really a combiner per se. And they put him in the combiner lab and use combiner spark, but I felt like to differentiate him from the combiners, they let him be a 5-star. Which is why I feel like if you give in and make all the combiners 5 stars, he loses his specialness. Now, with the Titans coming into the game, it would kind of even it out because you have the Titans kind of offset the fact that the combiners are stronger. So the bases will have better defenses. So logistically, I don't see where it would be a problem as far as breaking the game. Because I think it could easily be balanced out with the Titans.
Right.
Except for lower level people that can't get the Titans. Then they're just...
Right. Which, to be fair, even without combiners, lower level people against like top, like level 15, 16, 17 HQ people, they're screwed anyway.
It's going to be like that video you did like a year or so ago where you had your Elite of One just like go to that low base and just use her ability and just one hit the HQ. That was so mean.
I still do that sometimes, but only in events. I never do it. I never do it in PvP because I don't get anything out of it, and it is kind of mean. So in events, it doesn't hurt the other guy.
That's true.
So,
but imagine if he had to see that replay. Because the replay only shows, like, the replay simulates after the first, 5 or 6 seconds?
Something like that.
But all it would be is 5 or 6 seconds if you did that. That's all they would see. They would be like, what? So, but like I said, logistically, I don't think it would be an issue, and it would be cool. Just the other part of me is like, then Omega Supreme loses his luster is the only reason I would hesitate on that.
Come here. Come on, buddy. All right, we're introducing a new cast member. Come on, buddy. Come here. Come on.
Maybe more than one. I have a cat on the table.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen pictures of him on my channel, but meet Finn. Finn is my super mutt.
It's Solo.
Hello, Solo. Finn and Solo. Two totally different generations, but they did work together. So, Finn is my super mutt. We've had him for 3 months. He's 6 months old, and he loves attention. But he's the one making all the noise in the background. So, and he's the one that causes shenanigans when we're trying to record videos. And he still bites. All right. Let go. So, all right. Did you have any other expansion on your thoughts, or is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn, sir.
Okay.
I pretty much said what I got all my points.
Gotcha. All right, so my thoughts. I personally think that it should happen, and it will happen. And the reason I say that is because it should happen, because where else do you go with combiners other than you just keep adding more, right? We're up to 7 combiners now, technically. We have Omega Supreme, Superion, Volcanicus, Victorion, Defensor, Optimus Maximus, and now Magnaboss. We have 7 combiners in the game. And there are more combiners out there. They can dig into the lore and get more. There's Ruination. There's a Scramble City style combiner that was made up of trains that never made it into the U.S. market. There's a few other combiners out there that you could use. There's a lot of them, and you'd have to pull from other places to get more bots in the game to make up those combiners. But there are things they can do. But after a while, just more combiners, more combiners, more combiners. What else are we going to do to make them special? And 5-star is the way to do it. Now, there's 2 ways to do that. You can either have all of their components become 5 stars, like Volcanicus is only 1 bot away, Defensor is only 1 bot away, Optimus Maximus is only 2 bots away. A lot of them are already very close to becoming capable of becoming 5 stars. Now you have your own dog problems going on.
He want attention.
Yeah. So, and to your point, it would be very, very difficult to get them as 5 stars. Like for Volcanicus, he's one of the ones that's closest. I only have one of his bots as a 5-star, and that's Sludge. And I don't have Snarl, I don't have Swoop, I don't have Grimlock, and then Slug is not a 5-star yet. So it would be very difficult to do. So it would maintain that this is what makes them special. Not everybody's going to have this. It would take forever, So only the people who are spending stupid amounts of money would have them at any point in time in the future.
Yeah. I think just with Omega Supreme being special, because he's the only one right now, and because he's not really a combiner, he's really closer to a Titan.
Right, but he's very rare though. So everybody has the 2-star, and most people probably have the 3-star. But the 4-star, you have to spend 50,000 Shanix to get him.
Yeah,
most people aren't willing. You haven't even done that yet. You've not been willing to do it. You've been using it for Optimus Primal 5-star and Beast Wars Megatron 5-star. And then to get his 5-star, nobody's willing to do it.
3 5-star crystals, yeah.
Yeah, I was willing to do it because I wanted it, and I'm glad I did, because by God, he's been useful. And I plan to show off just how awesome and useful he was once I get him maxed out level 25. I mean, we've seen it on other people's streams, but I do it a little bit differently. So you'll see just what he's really capable of. And that'll probably be in a couple of weeks. But
the thing is, though, he would be easier to get than the other 5-star combiners, though, because, you have to do the Shanix for the 4-star part, but otherwise it's the equivalent 3 5-star crystals.
Shush.
What? He's putting his opinion in.
He is putting his opinion in. He agrees with me.
Well, my thing is, though, instead of having to get, 5 or 6 5-star bots.
Yeah, some of them it's 5, some of them
his would only be the equivalent of 3. It would be half the amount of 5-star shards to get him then. He would actually become slightly easier.
Right, but nobody would be willing to do that just for him as a 5-star bot. They'd be more willing to, well, I'm just going to use it on bots because the bots are more valuable in my opinion, and then if I happen to get one of the combiner parts that's 5-star, so be it.
Well, that's true, yeah.
Nobody's going to actively... Very few people are going to actively hunt for these things. But there's also a second way.
Once you get higher in the game, I think you would. I mean, you have to be tippy top tier, but then at that point, you'd be like, I want the 5-star combiner.
Right. So
imagine hitting a base that has a 5-star combiner as the outpost.
yeah, well, I mean that's pretty much what I did.
Wait, you put Omega Supreme in the
And
combiner beacon?
yeah, when I have a chance.
That's so mean.
It's and I put his 5-star ability on it.
Oh my god.
So I now there's another thing too. So with Omega Supreme, they did it in such a way to where, of course, he doesn't have bots that make him up. He has parts. Rocket ship, tank, grapple, hook, stuff like that, right? And you had to get those through various means. They could do something similar with these 5-star combiners that are made up of bots. Obviously, getting all the 5-star bots would be one way of doing it, but you could give us a second option to get a part or a component that you could purchase through Shanix or through shards that would also unlock the 5-star for us.
Ooh, like the Spark of Combination.
Spark? The Combiner Spark?
Yeah, it was from one of the Spark. It was like, I think it's called Spark. It was a little piece that Metroplex needed to transform in the G1. I can't remember what it was called, but it was in, like, I think season 2 of G1. And they had to steal it back from the Decepticons so he could transform.
So there's a relic that's in various forms of Transformer media. It's also in the game called the Enigma of Combination, which is what gives combiners the ability to do what they do.
Yeah, okay, maybe that's something. I know there was a cog thing that one of them needed.
The transformation cog is one of the things that they do.
Yeah, okay, that's probably was. And then I'm getting the two names confused together then. But yeah, you could add that, and you have to buy that for each one you want to make a 5-star combiner. That would be cool.
Yeah, but you'd have to make that super like it would have to be like 100,000 Shanix.
Yeah, it would have to be expensive.
Yeah, it couldn't just be 50,000 because that would make it too easy.
Yeah, at least 2 years of grinding to get.
Right. So
that'd be insane.
But because some of these combiners like Superion, he's been in the game since the first year. You know?
Yeah.
He was the first one I ever got. He's the first one I ever maxed out. And I still use him. You know, some people say he's gotten to be where he's kind of useless, but I still use him effectively. And this dog is wanting to eat me alive here. So I think he needs something now. You know, like he's got his Death Ray ability, which at the time was considered to be like, holy crap, that's like the meanest thing ever. But he could use a 5-star ability now, I think they all could. So, and the primary reason I go there is because 5-star bots are in the game. Some of those bots do make up combiners. And other than just continuously adding more combiners, where else do you go with this? You know? So for the sake of growth in the game, I think it's a necessity that they're gonna have to do.
I think it's interesting that they added a 3-bot combiner because that kind of opens the door to all kinds of stuff.
It does.
There's several different ones where 2 bots combine together to be like an even stronger bot.
Yeah,
like Optimus Jetfire
from Transformers Armada, Jet Convoy. Yeah. I thought that was my first thought too.
It's like they could be not as strong. Like you could make it where the combiners that are a lesser number of bots are still way stronger than the individual bots, but not as strong, as combiners with more bots in them,
Yeah, but then nobody would use them. That's the problem, though. Nobody would use them because they would favor the combiners that are stronger. So the trick for Space Save is balancing the combiners amongst each other.
You could make them use less resources to activate, though.
There you go. Yeah, that would be a way of balancing it out.
You could tier it in a way to where there would be benefits and downsides to everything.
Yeah. I spent this whole video playing with my dog. So, well, anyway. Ow!
Ooh.
Dog! Put your
attacking
teeth.
Dog.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to use his baby teeth. Well, he does, but he uses them. He's got his grown-up teeth now, and they hurt.
All right. Well, so we're standing. You think 5-star combiners should definitely be in the game. I'm not against it. I'm not for it either. I'm just kind of I want to see how they implement it.
Yeah.
Because there are ways it could work, and there are ways where it could not be so good too. So
Right. Well, we'll see what they do. I just think that eventually they're going to have to go that route for the sake of growth in the game. Because again, where else do you go with it? You know?
Yeah.
So, all right.
It'd be interesting. I'd be willing to give it a try. 5-star combiners.
Oh yeah. All right.
All right. Well, I think we're pretty good for this week. What you think?
Yeah, there are too many distractions happening over here right now. He's chewing on my shoelaces. So,
but next week we got a pretty good episode coming up for you. Our topic is going to be combat bots: the good, the bad, the useless. As we talk about the combat bots, and we talk about which ones are good, which ones are and which ones are completely worthless. I'm sure there will be some interesting opinions on that one.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, that's all for this week. So for DJ, for me, your host, the Frankster, we will see y'all next week. Be sure to watch our videos this weekend. Should be a pretty good weekend on the game. Definitely check out our Crystal Krakens. We both usually put them up on Monday. Had some exciting ones last week. Hopefully we'll be able to equal that this week. So,
Yep.
All right, we will see y'all later. Same bot time, same bot channel. Frankster and DJ out.
Let go of my shoes. Let go of my shoes, Finn.